Hello friends, myself Prem S. Mishra in Department of Pharmacy from Calcutta University. Today we are going to discuss about astringent. Here we will discuss about astringent. It is a chemical that can shrink or constrict the body tissues and also have antimicrobial properties. So here we can define its astringent. What is the astringent? What is its use? Different parameters we will see: physical property, chemical property. All these things we will discuss under this topic. Astringent. Here firstly we should know about the astringent. Friends, basically astringent have protein precipitant activity. Means in another way also we can say it contains metal ion cation that have a protein precipitant activity. Means its specificity means it contains metal containing compound. So here these are locally applied protein precipitant that have action limited to cell surface or interspaces. The membrane permeability is reduced, cell remains viable. Its action and uses: it can form a protective layer that can prevent the irritation and microbes entry, also prevent, that can control bleeding. Local hemostatic action also reduces inflammation. It can prevent exudation from capillaries. They can also decrease sweating and they can block the sweat duct by and that will they will act as antiperspirant and they have antiperspirant activity. So these astringent also can promote the healing also. So here these are the some basic properties of the astringent. So basically we can define as it is a protein precipitant activity. Those metal containing compound have protein precipitant activity which are applied on the surface of the skin. It have some side effect also. Somewhere we had causes some we had observed some side effect. Means it have irritant action. It can have a caustic action in high doses. It can cause redness, pain and ulceration. So we can say here it have some astringent properties. Suppose if you are using at high dose, so it can cause redness, pain and it can also cause ulcer. So be cautious about that when you are using these astringent. So these are the some examples of astringent like aluminum compound. Alum, if you have listened, alum is a best example of astringent. It can be used as a astringent like alum salts. We are using aluminum acetate, aluminum chloride and this K2SO4, L2SO4 whole thrice 24H2O. These aluminum compound can be act as a astringent. Some zinc compound containing like zinc oxide, zinc chloride and somewhere zinc sulfate are also we are using. Zinc stearate are also using that have astringent property. So next one is calamine. Calamine is also example of metallic astringent because it is a composition of iron and zinc oxide. Some other metallic compound also have astringent property like silver nitrate, potassium permanganate. They can also have some these property. Some vegetable astringent, so, like tannic acid. Tannic acid can be also used as a vegetable astringent. So we can say these are the example of metallic astringent and we will discuss few examples here. Suppose we are taking zinc oxide here. Firstly, we should know the molecular formula for zinc oxide. Its molecular formula is zinc ZnO. Means preparation, how we prepare this? Zinc oxide is prepared on a large scale by burning zinc metal in a current of air, in a atmosphere you can say. When zinc is treated with oxygen, then it will form zinc oxide. It can be absorbed. Since it absorbs CO2 from the air, it can store it in a well closed container. Medicinal use, it can be used as astringent and topic. It also have topical protective, used as a topical protective. And zinc oxide is a mild antiseptic and astringent property. In the form of zinc oxide ointment or dusting powder, it is used in the treatment of eczema, ringworm, pruritus and psoriasis. These are skin related disease. So widely this zinc oxide is used in a treatment of this disease like eczema, ringworm, pruritus, psoriasis. So it is a main content. It is used in the form of ointment or dusting powder. It is also widely used in the manufacturing of plaster. The zinc oxide is also used as a cement in dental filling. In dental filling also we are using zinc oxide. It is a waste filler um, that are used in this. So now next drug we are seeing zinc stearate. Its molecular formula is C17H35 COO twice Zn. So we can prepare this. It can prepare by the mixture of zinc salt that is obtained from commercial stearic acid. Means when zinc salt is treated with commercial acetic acid, which itself is prepared from the hydrolysis of fat, and it will give the zinc stearate. Means when zinc chloride, suppose if you are taking zinc chloride is treated with stearic acid and it will give zinc sulfate, zinc stearate. It consists mainly of variable proportion of zinc stearate and zinc palmitate. It can present in the form of two compound because it is a fatty acid, so it may be the chances it can also contain palmitic acid also. Stearic acid can contain palmitic acid, so that's why we are saying this zinc stearate may have variable proportion of zinc stearate and zinc palmitate. It have medicinal and pharmaceutical uses also. Means it is also used as a dusting powder. Since zinc stearate is a mild antiseptic and astringent, it is used in the form of dusting powder or ointment in several skin conditions. Sometimes it is used as a solid diluent. So here we can say these are the some explanation about zinc stearate. Uh, so at last we are saying calamine. Calamine also have astringent property. Why? Because it contains metallic salt like zinc oxide and ferric oxide. Zinc and ferrous both are combinedly present, so it will be act as a astringent. Here we are saying zinc oxide is colored with ferric oxide mixed with ferric oxide IP, means the calamine BP is present here in market. It is a composition of basic zinc carbonate with ferric oxide. Calamine IP, it contains zinc oxide with ferric oxide. So it is an amorphous reddish brown powder. The color depends on the variety of the amount of ferric oxide present. How much concentration you are using ferric oxide, it will depend on it, and the method by which it is incorporated. It is practically insoluble in water and completely soluble in mineral acid. Since there is a possibility of adulteration with dyes, there are tests for water soluble dyes and alcohol soluble dyes. So now we will see the uses. What is the basic use of calamine? Medicinal, it have medicinal and pharmaceutical use. So it can be used as a topical protective. It is widely used in lotion. In market, so many calamine lotion in form of calamine lotion. So various brand are coming in market, available in market. So it is widely used as a lotion, ointment, and dusting powder. And it also have this. It is used in sunburn, eczema, urticaria, and some other skin related disease. So here it have very wide application of calamine. So these are the various references which we have used during the discussion of this topic, astringent. So these are the references, and thanks a lot.